In India, 40,000 rupees feels like a lot of money on the first and like absolutely nothing by the 10th. After rent, petrol, and that one wedding gift you didn't want to buy, your wealth is basically zero. You think a 1 crore rupees corpus is only for the IT crowd and HSR layout or the Shark Tank judges. But the data from 2026 shows that 9.4 crore Indians are currently running SIPs, and many of them are building more wealth than people earning triple their salary. Today, I am not giving you a save more lecture. I am showing you the exact math of how 8,000 rupees a month turns into 1 crore rupees. If you are tired of living paycheck to paycheck while the markets break records without you, watch the next 3 minutes very carefully. Your mango tree starts here. Okay, picture this. It's the first of the month. Your salary just hit 40,000 rupees. And before you've even had your morning chai, 12,000 rupees is already gone. Rent, then EMI, then groceries. Some money goes to your parents, and by the 10th of the month, you're basically surviving on optimism. And somewhere in the back of your head, you have this dream 1 crore. That magical number that feels like freedom, like you could breathe. But you look at your bank account and you think, bhai, on 40 grand a month, that's not for people like me. That's for software engineers in Bangalore and finance bros in Mumbai. I'm here to tell you, you are completely 100% wrong. And I'm going to prove it to you with actual math, not motivational poster math, real math. I'm Rohan, and I spend way too much time thinking about why ordinary Indians with ordinary salaries never actually build wealth, even when the path is right in front of them. If you're someone earning between 30,000 rupees and 60,000 rupees a month, feeling like the whole wealth creation conversation just wasn't made for you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it helps you out. Because today we are going deep. We are talking math, we are talking psychology, and we are talking about the 2 or 3 decisions that are the actual difference between retiring comfortable and retiring stressed. Let's go. Here's a number I want you to sit with for a second. As of early 2026, India's mutual fund industry is sitting on 81 lakh crore rupees in assets under management. That's 81 lakh crore rupees. The industry has grown at a 20% CAGR over the last decade, 20% every single year. And SIP, systematic investment plans, brought in 29,845 crore rupees in February 2026 alone, in 1 month. There are now 9.44 active SIP accounts in this country. So clearly, people are investing, people are doing SIPs, people are aware. And yet, here's what kills me. The average Indian household still has the majority of its savings sitting in a fixed deposit, earning somewhere between 6.5% and 7.5% per year. Some of you are in savings accounts earning 3%. 3%. Do you know what inflation has historically averaged in India? Around 5 to 6% per year. Retail inflation, the kind that actually hits your grocery bills and your rent. Now look at your FD. It's giving you 6.5% before tax, which means if you're in the 20% tax bracket, your post-tax return is around 5.2%. Against 5.5% average inflation, you're making 0.7% real return, less than 1%. You are standing still in slow motion. And your savings account at 3%, that's not saving, that's a controlled financial burn. But okay, look, I am not here to yell at you. I am here to show you the alternative, and it starts with one simple question. What does 1 crore rupees actually take? Alright, let's do the actual numbers. No fluff. You earn 40,000 rupees a month. Now, I'm not going to tell you to invest 50% of your salary because that's insane advice that nobody follows. Let's be real. Let's say you can set aside 8,000 rupees a month. That's 20% of your income. Uncomfortable but doable. 8,000 rupees per month into a diversified equity mutual fund through SIP. The Nifty 50 has historically delivered 11 to 13% CAGR over long periods. Diversified equity mutual funds have done similar, sometimes better. Let's be conservative. Let's use 12% annual returns. 8,000 rupees per month at 12% annual return. After 10 years, 18.4 lakh rupees. After 15 years, 40 lakh rupees. After 20 years, 79.9 lakh rupees. After 22 years, 1.05 crore rupees. Done. That's it. That's the answer. I know what you're thinking. Bhai Rohan, 22 years, I'll be old by then. And I want to address that objection directly. But first, let's make it faster. What if you increase your SIP by 10% every year? You start at 8,000 rupees. Next year you do 8,800 rupees. The year after 9,680 rupees. It compounds just like your returns do. That's called a step-up SIP. And every major app, Grow, Zerodha Coin, Kuvera, lets you automate this with one click. With a 10% annual step-up at the same 12% return, you hit 1 crore rupees in just 17.5 to 18 years, 4 years faster. And that first step up, it's just 800 rupees extra a month. That's 2 fewer Zomato orders, seriously. Here's what most people don't realize. It's not the size of your investment that creates the gap. It's the consistency and the time. Okay, I need to pause here because we are about to get into the part of this video that's actually more important than the math. Because the math is easy, you just saw it. Anyone can do it. The real problem? The real problem is why people don't do it. And I have thought about this a lot, like embarrassingly a lot. There are 3 psychological traps that keep people on 40,000 rupees salaries from ever starting. Trap number 1. The I'll start when I earn more illusion. This is the big one. You tell yourself, right now money is tight, when I get a raise, when I get that next job, when the EMI is done, then I'll invest. Here's the brutal truth. Your expenses will always rise to meet your income. This is called lifestyle inflation. The person earning 40,000 rupees who thinks they can't invest, they'll earn 70,000 rupees in 3 years and still think they can't invest. The number on the payslip changes, the habit doesn't, unless you force it to. Start with 2,000 rupees if that's all you have. I'm serious. 2,000 rupees per month at 12% for 25 years equals 37.9 lakh rupees. Not a crore, but 37 lakh rupees from 2,000 rupees a month, that's not nothing. That's life-changing. And as your income grows, you step it up. Trap number 2. The noise problem. You open Instagram, you see someone say FDs are back. You open YouTube, someone saying small caps are finished. You open Twitter and now gold is apparently the only real asset. Your uncle at a family function tells you crypto is the future. Your colleague at work is doing real estate. Everyone has an opinion. And here's what that noise does to you. It paralyzes you. You spend more time thinking about investing than actually doing it. And while you're researching the perfect fund, the market is compounding without you. This is known as analysis paralysis, and it kills more wealth building journeys than market crashes do. My solution? Start boring. Start with a Nifty 50 index fund. Seriously, just start. Trap number 3. The crash fear. But Rohan, what if the market crashes? It will, I promise you, it absolutely will crash. The Sensex has crashed multiple times in 2008, in 2020. In parts of 2025, small and mid caps fell 20 to 50%, and FIIs pulled over 1 lakh crore rupees from Indian equities in just the first 90 days of 2026. And you know what happened to disciplined SIP investors every single time? They got richer because when the market fell, their 8,000 rupees was buying more units at cheaper prices. And when the market recovered, which it always has, those extra units compounded. This is called rupee cost averaging, and it's the single biggest advantage of SIP that most people intellectually understand but emotionally never trust. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. So we've established 8,000 rupees per month gets you to a crore in 22 years. Step up gets you there in 18 years. But what if I told you there's a way to structurally accelerate this further without needing a higher salary? Strategy 1. The tax refund trick. If you're in the 40,000 rupees per month salary bracket, you're probably filing under the new tax regime. But if you're on the old regime, your ATC investments up to 1,50,000 rupees per year give you a refund. Most people spend that refund. What if you deployed it as a lump sum into your mutual fund every year? Even 20 to 30,000 rupees extra per year added to your corpus at 12% makes a significant difference over 20 years. We are talking an additional 15 to 20 lakh rupees at the end, from money you were going to blow on a gadget upgrade anyway. Strategy 2. The emergency fund first rule. Now you might be thinking, but Rohan, what if an emergency comes, I'll have to break my SIP? This is actually the most common reason people stop investing. An unexpected medical bill, a job loss, a family situation, and suddenly that SIP that was their wealth building engine gets cancelled. The answer is not to avoid investing. The answer is to build your emergency fund first before you start your SIP journey. 3 to 6 months of expenses. For a 40,000 rupees salaried person, that's 1,50,000 to 2,50,000 rupees parked in a liquid fund or a high interest savings account. Once that buffer exists, your SIP becomes untouchable because life's emergencies no longer touch your wealth long term. Strategy 3. The income increment protocol. Every time you get a salary hike, and I want you to promise me this, before your lifestyle adjusts, take 50% of the increment and put it directly into your SIP. You get a 5,000 rupees increment, 2,500 rupees goes into your SIP. Permanently, you only lifestyle inflate on the remaining 2,500 rupees. Your brain barely notices the difference. Your corpus absolutely does. This is how people on 40,000 rupees salaries who started investing at 25 are sitting on 2 to 3 crore rupees by 50. Not because they got lucky, because they were systematic. I want to get a little real here for a second. I talk to a lot of people about money. And the most heartbreaking conversations I have are not with people who made bad investments. They are with people who are 45 or 50 years old who had perfectly good intentions in their 20s and 30s and just never started. And you know what they say? They don't talk about markets. They don't regret specific funds. They say one thing: I wish I had just started earlier. That's it. That's the whole regret. Here's an analogy I love. Think of your wealth building journey like planting a mango tree. You can't plant it and eat mangoes tomorrow. You plant it, you water it, you don't dig it up every time there's a storm. And 10, 15 years later, you've got mangoes for life. The people who are eating mangoes today, they planted their trees when they thought the timing was wrong, when money was tight, when the market looked scary. They planted anyway. The time to plant was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now, today, this month. All right, let's make this concrete. Here's your step-by-step plan. No vague advice, actual steps. Step 1. Build your emergency buffer, month 1 to 6. Target 1,50,000 to 2 lakh rupees. Where? A liquid mutual fund or a savings account with 6 to 7% interest. How much to set aside? 5,000 to 7,000 rupees per month until you hit the target. Step 2. Start your SIP, month 1 or as soon as buffer is 50% built. Amount. Start with whatever you can. 2,000 rupees minimum. 5,000 to 8,000 rupees is ideal. Where? Diversified equity mutual fund, a Nifty 50 index fund is perfectly fine to start. Set it up on autopay through UPI mandate. Make it automatic. Make it invisible. Step 3. Set up annual step up. Set up a 10% annual step up from day 1. Grow, Zerodha Coin, Kuvera. All of them let you automate this in 30 seconds. You set it once and forget it. Your 8,000 rupees becomes 8,800 rupees next year, 9,680 rupees the year after. You barely notice. Your corpus absolutely does. Step 4. Create your increment protocol. Next time you get a raise, before you adjust your lifestyle, increase your SIP by 50% of the increment. Make this a personal rule. Step 5. Don't touch it. No dipping into your SIP corpus for vacations, gadgets, or lifestyle upgrades. This is sacred money. This is future use money. Step 6. Annual review, not monthly obsession. Check your portfolio once a year, not every time the market moves. The Sensex PE is around 23 right now. The market will move. That's okay. Your plan doesn't change with the market. That's it. 6 steps. You don't need a financial advisor for this. You don't need 80,000 rupees salary. You need discipline and time. Okay, I want to leave you with one last thing. We've been talking about 1 crore rupees as the goal, and it is a great goal. But I want to show you something slightly mind-bending. If you start at 25 with 8,000 rupees per month and hit 1 crore rupees at 47 and you don't stop, here's what happens if you just let it ride for 5 more years. At 12% returns, with your SIP still running, your corpus becomes, at 50, approximately 1.50 crore rupees. At 52, approximately 1.91 crore rupees. At 55, approximately 2.75 crore rupees. By 52, just 5 years after hitting your first crore, you're knocking on the door of 2 crore rupees. By 55, you're nearing 2.75 crore rupees. The first crore took 22 years. The second crore, Barely 6 years, because compounding accelerates. The math gets exponentially better the longer you stay in. This is why Warren Buffett made 90% of his wealth after the age of 60. Not because he got smarter, because compounding takes time to go from interesting to absolutely insane. And here's the final thing I want you to hear. The Indian mutual fund industry hit 81 lakh crore rupees in assets. 9.44 crore SIP accounts are running right now. The infrastructure is there. The platforms are there. The awareness is there. The only thing between you and your first crore is a decision. One SIP this month. Not next month, not after the next salary hike. This month. Look, I know 40,000 rupees feels like a constraint. I know 22 years feels like forever. But the alternative is waking up at 55 with nothing saved and realizing you had 2 decades of chances. Your salary is not the problem. Your timeline is not the problem. The only thing standing between you and 1 crore rupees is the decision to start and the discipline to not stop. That's it. If this video helped you see the math differently or the psychology differently, give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment below and tell me what's your biggest block when it comes to starting an SIP. I read every single comment and I'll reply. Hit subscribe if you want more videos like this. We talk about the money stuff nobody taught us in school. And until next time, go plant your mango tree. Take care.